you want, what you want.
Alright, well, we're back for Srsbizniz video reviews. Today I am taking a look at my brand new, well, let's get the full name here, PowerA Pro Elite wireless PS3 controller. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see it, because I mean it's black and red, so you can't really see a whole lot on it. Now first you'll notice that my PS3 controller is nearly identical to a Xbox controller. The only difference that I really felt was a slight lower placement of the right thumbstick. Personally, I like the Xbox controllers better because I don't really care for having both thumbs down at the bottom of the screen. I don't know, it just feels weird to me. And so I did a little shopping online and I managed to find a PS3 controller that looks and feels almost identical to the Xbox. The other reason I don't really care for the standard DualShock controller is the, I don't know, the joysticks feel like they have a little bit too much play in them, and it's kind of annoying. So right now I am currently playing Little Big Planet 2 with it, and you know it's serving its purpose. It's not at all really changed the game with this controller, but I played Mag earlier, which is like the PlayStation 3 exclusive online first-person shooter. You know, it served its purpose. I don't really understand why you would make a first-person shooter that uses the triggers to switch weapons. That's kind of weird and stupid. But, you know, giving it a shot on a first-person shooter, most of my multiplayer games are on the Xbox anyways, you know, since it's where all the cool kids play. But you know, this other than having just the benefit of this controller being, I'm actually playing Little Big Planet right now, testing out some of these levels, but other than having the benefit of having an Xbox controller on my PS3, one of the things that I do like is the grip. This controller is a matte black, and it is really non-slip. It's not like the plastic, I don't know if you want to even call it a gloss almost, but just that really sheen plastic that comes on the standard PS3 controller or even the Xbox controller. I actually kind of like it better than my Xbox controller just because it has this rubber matte almost, and then it's got some textured palm grips on it, which are kind of convenient. And I haven't really felt any of the standard, I don't know if you want to call it fatigue of playing either. You know, sometimes the lower portion of your hand will, you know, start to cramp up after a good hard session of gaming. And granted, I haven't been playing too long today, but you know, it still feels comfortable, and you know, and it's got all the buttons that you need. They kind of stole a bit more of the Xbox controller than just the shape and standard button input setup. In that they made the home and the start buttons, even though they left the shape of the standard PS remote buttons, they copied almost, you know, twinsies the home button placement as far as like the Xbox is concerned and whatnot. But you know, it's still a great remote for those that maybe don't want that you know, setup, the standard setup. I mean, and you can see it. Well, I don't know if you can see. It's got the little red LED in there, you know, because red and black is all hardcore. But it is really nice. The D-pad doesn't feel weird at all, and you kind of just watch me play a little level. I don't know how much you can see of that, of Little Big Planet, but you know, it's not going to slip out of your hands. It's not going anywhere. It's really light too, which is another feature that I really like in the PS controllers. You know, maybe it's because they don't have the battery pack in there, but this controller is incredibly light and comfortable, which is only half of what the standard DualShock controller offers. So I mean, you know, if you go on Walmart or you just type in Pro A Elite Wireless or Power A Pro Elite Wireless controller into your Google, it should just direct you to that controller. I got mine for a little bit more than you would normally pay because I wanted the 2-day rush, but the standard price is around $25, which is not bad, and it's almost totally charged within a couple hours of me getting it and then playing with it. You know, it hasn't given me any battery notices or failed, and it comes with its own little USB plug-in and a little, they call them dongles, I don't know. But it plugs into the front of your PS3 and gives out the wireless signal and whatnot. So, but check it out. I mean, you know, if you like playing on your Xbox, and maybe that was one of the reasons you haven't got into the PS3, it's no longer an excuse. So, I mean, don't limit yourself to just one set of games if you have the money to go out there and blow it all on video games like some of us do. But yeah, give it a shot. I don't think that you will be disappointed at all.